Here we go. Justin Myers set to kick it off. Line drives the opening kickoff, and it's fielded near the 10-yard line. And the return man for Western Kentucky, Booker, books his way across the 20 to the 25 and gets knocked down by Pickle after crossing the 30.
Pickle and Chris Hill down there to help out on that stop. That was a line drive, ugly kickoff, Billy. You talk about no hang time and a returnable kick. That was it. And the Hilltoppers will start at the 31-yard line.
And the quarterback is former Notre Dame quarterback David Wolke. He played 6 games for the Fighting Irish in 2005, transferred in to Western Kentucky University when Charlie Weiss was hired at Notre Dame. First play is a handoff on the ground to Bobby Rainey, their offensive hero from last week. He runs to about the 32 before Martin and Sturdivant bring him down. Got about a yard or two on the play.
Yeah, the Big O scraping down, making that play. Rainey's very, very quick. We talked about he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he's got something about him. Had a great game against Kentucky a week ago. Takes the handoff there, makes a nice run. He's only 5'9".
A little bowling ball at 2:05. Spread offense for Western Kentucky. 4 receivers. The only back is Rainey. Wolke is 6'2", 205. He originally was from Smyrna, Georgia. Finished up high school in Tennessee. Out of the gun, he throws a quick pass to the right, and it's caught. And right away, Graves, the receiver, gets belted by Macho Harris.
I mean, that's what you got to do. You got to make the first guy miss. And Macho Harris says, I'll have none of that. He just sheds the block of the wide receiver, Jesse Quinn, gets rid of him, and makes the play. It's a heck of a job. A little play fake to Rainey, get the ball out in the flat quickly. Macho comes up with a big stick.
3rd and long, 3rd and 9 for Western Kentucky in the opening possession of the game.
This is a team that's 41% on 3rd down conversions. Not bad.
Hokies go with 8 in the box. Man up on the perimeter. I mean, they are straight man-to-man against the spread. Out of the shotgun, they hand it off to Rainey again, and he's knocked down right along that line of scrimmage. A sensational play by Warren, the middle linebacker, Brett Warren.
Yeah, he did a great job there, Bill, reading the play. No fool, they spread you out, try to get some angles there, hand the ball off on a safe play, but Brett Warren just comes flying in to make the play.
Unfortunately, the Hokies were offside on the play, and thus it's going to negate that play. And Western Kentucky will have a 3rd down and short.
Offside, number 17 of the defense was in the neutral zone at the snap. 5 yards from the line of scrimmage. Replay, 3rd down.
You know, I mentioned, Mike, right before the snap how the Hokies were manned up. They were really manned up on the perimeter, and the guy who was offside was safety.
Yeah, Cam Chancellor, who's normally the deepest guy, becomes the tightest guy.
So now it's 3rd down and about 4 for Western Kentucky. Opening possession of the game. Homecoming 2008. Crowd here really roaring, and a timeout is called. They could not get the play off. Timeout, Western Kentucky. Well, credit the fans for that one, Mike. Wide side of the field is to the left for the Hilltoppers, driving from our left to right under a bright sunny sky. The quarterback, Wolke, throws, batted down by Martin. Loose football, it's picked up and ruled an incomplete pass. Nearly a lateral. Orion Martin, his big arm in the air. The senior from Martinsville bats down the pass.
He read that so well, Bill. He's coming in, he's making pressure, trying to get to the quarterback, and senses the pass coming from Wolke, sticks his hand up there and makes the play. Excellent job there by the Big O. Just sheds his block, gets right into the passing lane. Nice job. Wes Jeffries is going to have a hard time blocking the Big O today.
I think so. He's their left tackle. The punter is Jeremy Moore. He's had 4 kicks this year of over 50 yards. Looks like a good punter. Macho Harris is deep. Here is the rugby-style punt, and he shanks it. Holy cow, look out on the sidelines. The punt didn't get more than about 20 feet off the ground. He line drived it out of bounds. I don't even know if it got to the 45-yard line. It got to the Hokie 44. Only a 19-yard punt. Good field position for the Hokies.
Yeah, that's just a bad shank there. A little nervous energy maybe, not wanting to punt the ball to Macho Harris, who's been terrific in that department this year. But they give up some field position.
Talked with Brian Steinspring. He said early in the game they want to try to get the receivers involved. Western Kentucky's not going to let you go deep. They play a lot of 3-deep zone, but look for the Hokies to come out throwing the ball here today. Line of scrimmage is the Hokies' 44-yard line. 1st down. Handoff goes to Lewis, and he runs ahead for about 4 yards. Right up behind his own center. That was McBride, the inside linebacker that made the tackle on Kenny Lewis.
McBride and Boyd, kind of the 2 linebackers team up to make the play on Kenny Lewis, but a good surge by the offensive line, and Kenny Lewis running north and south, had some daylight, did a nice job there.
Kenny comes into this game third on the team in rushing. With that run, he's now over 200 yards on the season. 2nd down and 6, just shy of midfield. Opening possession of the game for Virginia Tech, driving right to left. Hokies keep it on the ground again. Lewis crosses the 50, ahead of the 49. They gang up on him and push him back about 4 yards shy of the first down. A good run for Lewis, and they really ganged up on him. It'll be 3rd down.
Jefferson, the fullback, comes in motion, tries to get the kick out block and does, but then the defensive back Travis Waters comes up and makes a nice stick on Kenny Lewis Jr. Not much of a gain, a couple yards. That's a pretty good stick there by Waters.
So now on 3rd down, the Hokies in a passing formation send Roberts wide to the right along with Jarrett Boykin. A couple of true freshmen on the field. Hokies Tyrod Taylor rolls to his right, throws on the run. It's deflected, incomplete, and a flag is thrown in late. Nearly intercepted by the linebacker Boyd, who got his hands on it, and a late flag on the play.
And Boyd should have hung on to that football. Tyrod Taylor rolling to his right, gets out of the pocket there. Not a great throw and could have been easily picked off.
Penalties on Western Kentucky, and head coach Dave Elson is livid on the sidelines. It's a personal foul on Western Kentucky. Look at their coach, Mike. He is as irate as you will see a coach, hands on hips.
After the play, dead ball, personal foul, helmet-to-helmet contact.
Ooh.
Number 2 in the
Good
defense.
call, Mike.
Was a good call.
15 yards from the line of scrimmage, 1st down.
Now Elson is mad because the hit had nothing to do with the play. The ball had already been batted down, but the corner on that side, Marcus Minor, came in helmet to helmet on the Hokies' Jarrett Boykin.
He's a guy out of Indianapolis too, 6 foot, 200-pound senior. When you come helmet to helmet, a guy that big, that could really be a stinger for you.
1st down pass for Taylor, scrambling to his left. First man was covered. He gets out of trouble, sprinting hard to the right side. Penalty marker's thrown. Tyrod scrambles and out of bounds on the Hilltopper 29-yard line. Let's see what the flag is on this play.
That might be on Andre Smith. Tyrod's scrambling there to make a play, and guys are scrambling around trying to find somebody to block.
Just underway, no score. Opening possession for the Hokies against Western Kentucky. The penalty is a hold on the Hilltoppers, which will give Virginia Tech another 1st down. So that's another penalty in the secondary on the visitors.
Coach Elson.
During the run, holding, number 2 of the defense. 10 yards from the end of the run, 1st down.
As a senior cornerback has committed consecutive penalties for the Hilltoppers. A helmet-to-helmet contact and then a hold. Marcus Minor, number 2, and the Hokies will have another 1st down on the 20.
When you come on the road and you're the underdog, you can't be making mistakes like that, especially if you're a senior. Now the Hokies have the ball down to the 19-yard line.
That's where they spot it. The lone back is Darren Evans. Hokies go with a 2 tight end formation on 1st down, and then they give the ball to Evans, and he scampers ahead, picking his way along the line and falls ahead to about the 18-yard line for a 2-yard pickup. Again, 3 of his high school teammates play for Western Kentucky, and the offensive coordinator for the visitors today was Darren's high school coach at his high school in Indianapolis, Kevin Wright. So you know Darren wants to play well today.
Number 4, Darvis McBride, comes up in there, gets excellent penetration, doesn't make the play, but really stalls it. And only a 1-yard gain there by Evans. Not much daylight.
2nd down from the 18-yard line. 2 tight ends on the right for the Hokies. The handoff goes to Darren again, gets a block and takes off to the 10. Puts his shoulders down near the 1st down marker. Running to the right side. He was going right behind big Sergio Render. Minor, the corner, made the play defensively.
Yeah, Sergio comes out pulling, Bill, and he gets a great kick-out block. And Darren Evans just goes right off his block, turns on the speed, the jets up inside. Sergio's coming out, gets a good kick-out block, and Evans just steamrolls up inside there, keeps those legs driving inside the 10-yard line.
3rd down and just short, though. 3rd and a foot. Hokies will go out of the I formation now on 3rd down. Give it to Darren again. He runs to the 9, falls ahead to the 8. That'll be enough for the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal. Again, McBride makes the tackle. Junior out of Fort Myers, Florida, for the visitors.
Hokies will have a 1st down and goal. The ball at the 8-yard line. Again, a pretty good surge by your offensive line. And Evans, who's been so good during the course of the year, just gets hit by McBride, but has the presence to go ahead and fall forward and pick up that 1st down.
Well, the Hokies all week in practice worked on touchdowns, not field goals from in close. Let's see if they can convert. First and goal on the 8-yard line. Hokies fake the end around. Flag is thrown. Handoff to Evans, and it gets belted right at the line of scrimmage. Let's see what the call is. And it was McBride coming up to make the play.
McBride's playing a heck of a game thus far early. Not much of a block there. Sergio Rindo couldn't get a piece.
It's going to be a procedure penalty on the Hokies, and that'll move the football back to the 13-yard line. It will be first and goal once more. Here's the call.
Illegal formation. 6 men on the line of scrimmage on the offense. 5 yards, remains first down.
Kind of see that coming. It was an unbalanced line to the left, and Cole comes in motion. Not enough of guys on the line of scrimmage. 5-yard penalty.
So Lewis goes in the game in the backfield. He is the only Hokie with a touchdown reception this season. Taylor has yet to throw one. Do you know that? First down and goal from the 13. Tyrod drops back to throw. Scrambling to his right. Looking into the end zone. Everyone's covered, and he's pushed out of bounds. A loss of a yard or two on the play, out by the 15-yard line by Harbison. And it'll be second down and goal.
That's pretty good coverage in the secondary by the Hilltoppers. Not a lot of receivers open, and you just got to be smart if you're Tyrod Taylor. If nobody's open, you don't try to force it inside. He gets flushed out of the pocket, scrambling around a little bit, gets what he can, gets out of bounds.
No score in the game. First possession for Virginia Tech on the Western Kentucky 14 on a fumbled snap. Whistles kill the play. And flags on the field as well. Another procedure call.
On the offense. 5 yards, remains second down.
It's going to be second down and goal from the 19-yard line now, Mikey. It was Andre Smith with the call.
See, this is where you lose a little bit of your focus. Not a great atmosphere here today yet. You've had all these tough games on the road and just not quite focused yet. That's 3 penalties. Yeah. You only had 4 last week against Nebraska.
3 on this drive. Second and goal on the 19-yard line. Again out of the I formation. Here's a toss sweep to the left. Running downhill. Kenny Lewis gets to the 15 and 10. Ahead to the 9-yard line. Strong run there. Kenny pumps his fists as he gets up. Boyd making the tackle. Third and goal.
No, it's an excellent run. The problem is with those penalties, you're just getting back to now where you're not even at the original line of scrimmage. They had a first and goal at the 8. They're just now inside the 10-yard line, and you're facing a third down. That's what they talk about. Touchdowns in the red zone. You hurt yourself with a couple penalties. If you can't convert here, you have to settle for a field goal attempt.
So it's third and goal officially on the 10-yard line. The wide side of the field is to the right. And Tyrod Taylor takes the shotgun snap. Number 5 in orange, looking over the middle. Everyone's covered, scrambles, throws back across his body, caught by Lewis at the 10, and he steps out of bounds there. So Western Kentucky's defense holds, and Tech will try a field goal.
One of those things. Again, good coverage downfield. Tyrod had some time to throw the ball, Bill. Didn't see anybody open, and then he gets flushed out of the pocket. Good pressure put on him, and he had to unload the ball to Kenny Lewis on the sideline, who was open, but they weren't going to give him a whole lot of room there. He had all day to throw. They only rushed 3 people.
Keys has made 9 in a row. This will be a 27-yarder from the right hash mark. Tech's place kicker. And he swings the leg through and splits the uprights with his first kick of the day. So the Hokies score on their first possession, a field goal by Keys. Meyer will kick the ball back to the visitors from Western Kentucky. High kick, short again, fielded by Rainey at the 10. Sprints to the 20 and gets wrestled down near the 25-yard line by Virginia Tech's Eddie Whitley. Same high school, of course, as I mentioned before, Jared Boykin. Those 2 rookies are playing well this year for Tech.
Well, we'll recap the drive there. That was an 11-play drive, 46 yards, took 5 minutes, 12 seconds, 8 runs, 31 yards. Tyrod was 1 for 2 passing, no yards there. And the field goal by Keys, 27 yards. Hokies up 3-0 here with 7:32 left in quarter number 1.
Western Kentucky has the ball. They got a running back in the game here at quarterback, Mike, and they direct snap it. Or was that? Yeah, it was. Rainey takes the handoff and runs forward. Brett Warren makes the tackle. What have they done here, Mike? So Wolke is out. And they moved a running back in, at least for that play, to quarterback. That was Dexter Taylor.
Wolke's still out, Bill, at least for right now.
So look at this. Western Kentucky.
Dexter Taylor, the running back.
There's no quarterback.
He's the quarterback, Dexter Taylor.
He's just a running back. There's the snap to him, and they give the ball up the middle. Snap it to one running back. He hands it off to another. That is Booker, and he gets ahead to the 33-yard line. It'll be third down and short. Yeah, the starting quarterback, Wolke Mike, doesn't even have his helmet on. He's on the sidelines in a baseball cap.
Maybe just trying to keep this Hokie defense off guard. Booker at 5'9" too. He's like a little bowling ball at 215. Question is, can Dexter Taylor throw the football?
You never know, do you? So this was what they worked on all week at Western Kentucky. A quarterback-less offense. They snap it to one running back. He runs the option to the right. Tries to turn the corner. Gets wrestled down. Shy of the first down on the 35-yard line by Stephon Virgil. Well, if anything, the Hokies have seen something like this with Georgia Tech.
True.
They've seen a true wishbone offense.
Little
or
spread
single
there.
wing.
Little spread offense, trying to do some different things, and they're going to be short of the first down by a couple of yards. And they're going to punt it away. Another 3 and out. Good job by the defense, not being fooled.
3-0 Tech leading, 5:48 to go. First quarter, second punt of the day now for Jeremy Moore. He'll be punting the football to Virginia Tech's Macho Harris. Hokies blocked the punt last week in Nebraska. That was Virgil. He'd like to get another one here in this first quarter on a homecoming Saturday. Here's the snap. Punter slides to the left to field it, and flags and whistles kill the play.
Pretty good punt.
It's going to come back, though.
To the snap. False start. Number 47 of the offense. 5 yards. Remains fourth down.
Flinched a little bit before the snap of the ball. He didn't try anything fancy that time, Bill. He just went ahead and punted that thing straight away.
He's averaging just under 40 yards per kick, and as I said on his first punt, 4 times this year he's aired one out of over 40 yards. But now Moore is on his 15. Rush is on. Punt is away. High spiral. Fair catch called for by Harris, who takes it on the 32. I think the block was on that time, Mike.
The block was definitely on, and Macho sees about 5 or 6 white shirts coming at him and wisely called for the fair catch.
Timeout on the field. 3-0 Hokies lead here in Blacksburg in the opening period. Hokies have the ball back now, leading 3-0, and a first down throw for Taylor. Flips it short, and it's caught out of the backfield by Oglesby. The 38 stays in bounds and gets ahead to about the 40-yard line. Nice nifty move by Oglesby. That was Dehut Morris that made the play defensively.
He actually did step out of bounds there, Bill, and the official's going to mark it for just a short gain. We have an injured Hilltopper on the surface down there.
Taylor, Mike, this was the guy that played quarterback for them in his last drive. They won 5 straight 5A championships. He played on 3 of them for his coach, Kevin Wright. You kind of wonder, do they feel maybe they can't protect their starting quarterback today?
Well, it could be, and they got games coming up that are important, but I think they probably just did that to give him a wrinkle, just something different, try to make the Hokies prepare for.
We have 5:02 to go in the opening quarter. Virginia Tech leads 3-0. Second possession of the game for the Hokies. They've got Macho Harris in the game now at receiver. Hokies driving towards the north end at Lane Stadium in orange jerseys and white pants.
That was Josh Oglesby's first catch of the year, Bill.
On the left hash mark, Tyrod takes the snap, flings it on the right to Harris, gets a block, and then dives ahead to the 40. Pick up of about 3 yards. And Marcus Minor, the corner on that side, makes the play defensively.
Safe, high percentage pass out there, just swings it out to Macho Harris. Gets about what he can, but that was pretty well covered there by the Hilltoppers. Just a high percentage pass, you get it out there in space, get a nice block on the outside, but a lot of white jerseys around Macho Harris.
Chris Drager, who did not play last week offensively for the Hokies, in the game now. One of 2 tight ends. Hokies will go with a 4 receiver formation as they flex their tight ends out now. Third down from their own 39-yard line. Taylor drops the throw again. They're in a deep zone. He throws it over the middle, and Drager a sliding grab at the 50 for a first down ahead of the Western Kentucky 47-yard line. He lined up, Mike, a slot on the left, came deep over the middle against that 3 deep zone and hauls it in. 14 yards on the throw.
And Ryan Beard with the coverage there, but give Tyrod Taylor a lot of credit. The offensive line's giving him all day to throw. He's just poised right there in the pocket, and he just waits and waits and waits. Very patient for Drager to come across the field with Beard in tow. and a nice throw and catch.
They're really playing a deep zone. They're not going to let you get deep on them, are they?
No.
Here's a running play on first down. The handoff goes to Oglesby again, knocking people down ahead of the Western Kentucky 40-yard line for Josh Oglesby from Garner, North Carolina. He was finally dragged down over there by Anderson on the near side.
Nice job there by Oglesby, spinning like a top, stretching the play out, running east and west, but then he finally sees some daylight, turns it up inside, and just keeps those legs moving forward. Good run there by Josh.
Another new formation for the Hokies, just two receivers. Macho Harris wide to the right, and Oglesby remains in the backfield. A play-action pass on second down. Tyrod fires to the right, and a leaping grab on the 30-yard line, showing those hands as Harris. A first down reception for Macho.
Coverage there by Marcus Minor, but he was a little bit late getting there. What a great throw from Tyrod Taylor, and Macho going up strong to make the catch. Those gloves are like glue. Macho comes up with a big play. Again, a lot of time for Tyrod Taylor, just puts it up there for Macho to make the catch.
13 yards on that reception, so two good plays in a row for Tech's offense. Now down to the Western Kentucky 29-yard line. Hokies leading 3-0 in the opening quarter. Out of the I formation, Oglesby, another straight-ahead run for number 25 in orange, and he gets his way inside the 30 to about the 28-yard line. Again, McBride making the tackle for the visitors.
That play almost got blown up by Robert Dark, Bill, 6'1", 275-pound senior defensive lineman there. Really beat Sergio Render to the punch and was in the backfield. Oglesby had to make a change quickly. Was lucky to get some positive yards.
2:25 to go, turning clock in the opening period. New line of scrimmage is the Western Kentucky 27. Under this bright sunny sky in Blacksburg. Out of the gun, Taylor takes the snap, fires it deep for Boone in the end zone. He leaps, he's got it! Touchdown Tech! Greg Boone jumping in the end zone. Snags that ball right away from Boyd for a 27-yard score.
And you talk about a thing of beauty now. Tyrod Taylor hanging in the pocket, and he has to thread the needle there because Boyd had pretty good coverage and great concentration from the big fellow. Boone! Everybody starts chanting his name.
First touchdown throw of the year for Taylor. Now the extra point attempt for Keys. That's up, and good. 10-0 Hokies lead here in the opening quarter. Now well, here in Blacksburg, two possessions, two scores for the Hokies. 10-0 Virginia Tech leads. Another kickoff. Coming back to Western Kentucky, Rainey on the 5. Fields it there. And the little return man scoots to the 10 and 20 where he breaks a tackle. Still going at the 30. And at 5'9", you got to get low to tackle that little kid. There's Williams to make the play defensively for the Hokies. He gets low to the ground, doesn't he?
He does, and he's a tough kid. Just keeps bouncing off people.
He had a huge game at Kentucky doing that same thing last week, Mike. You know that.
99 yards rushing. Had a couple of big kickoff returns in that game too, Bill. Let's recap the touchdown. It was a 7-play drive, 66 yards, 2 minutes, 59 seconds, 2 runs, 7 yards. Tyrod Taylor 5 for 5 passing, 59 yards. The big one, 27-yard touchdown to Greg Boone. 10-0 Hokies, 2:01 left, quarter number 1.
Dexter Taylor, their running back, stays in the game. Single wing offense, snapped directly to him, and he takes off running ahead of the 37-yard line where he's knocked down by Graves of the Hokies. Well, we know what they're going to do now, Mike, just like Georgia Tech, at least when 13 is in the game, right?
Yeah, very interesting. I thought you might see their quarterback back, Wolke, but nope, not in the game. Dexter Taylor is going to sit back there and run, eat some clock up.
Yeah. Spread offense, 4 receivers and a running back. Not a real quarterback out there, although he's allowed to throw it, I guess, right?
I would assume he would
sure
be.
He can.
False start.
They moved early, and this is going to cost him 5 yards.
Jones.
I think so.
Prior to the snap, false start. Number 33 of the offense. 5 yards, remains second down.
He's a freshman from Mount Sterling, Kentucky, one of their tight ends. Today's game sponsor is Appalachian Power, serving more than 1 million Virginia, West Virginia, and Tennessee customers. Appalachian Power, always here working for you. 10-0, Virginia Tech leading, 1:20 to go in the opening period. Western Kentucky with its third possession of the quarter. It has yet to pick up a first down in this game. 2 possessions, a pair of 3 and outs. Now Wolke back in the game at quarterback, the former Notre Dame QB. And they send him in the shotgun. He goes back to throw. A pump fake, and this young man is in some serious trouble. Scrambling to his right, and Warren creams him down on the 30-yard line. What a hit by Warren.
Yeah, Brett Warren was not fooled, and we talked about Wolke not clearly really too mobile. He tries to make a cut on Brett Warren back to the inside, and Brett says, no way, big fella. You're going down. Nice play. That's good heads-up play by Warren.
Now it's 3rd down and nearly 10 for the visitors, coached by David Elson's 6th year as that team's head coach. 39 and 25. When he was hired at 31 years of age, he was the youngest coach in Division I at the time. And this crowd in Blacksburg's making life rough on the visitors. 3rd down and 9 for Western on its own, 32. They quickly throw to the left side. The receiver has it, and Hokies knocking down after pickup of 4. That was Gabler. Credit Grimm with the play defensively. The spread offense, it's called the spread because it spreads the defense out, and it makes guys like Cody Grimm, that play an outside linebacker, cover a receiver.
He looks up and he sees about 4 orange shirts there, Bill, and Cody Grimm comes up with a nice stick as the quarter comes to an end.
After 1 quarter, the score, the Hokies 10, visiting Western Kentucky nothing. Second quarter begins with a fake punt, and they throw the ball to the left side, and the receiver has it, and he runs down the left sidelines for a big play for Western Kentucky, and it's going to be a touchdown. So they fling the ball from the punter out to the left, and it's a touchdown. There is a penalty marker on the play, well downfield. So you could see something weird was about to happen. The punter flips it over to Boyd, and he runs down the field, but we have a holding call on Western Kentucky. How about that?
One of those things, it's going to nullify a touchdown.
Illegal block in the back, number 10 for the offense. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. 1st down, Western Kentucky.
It's one of those plays, Bill, where you have a guy that stays at home just for that reason, and Cody Grimm was the guy, but he gets blocked on the play. You see it come out here, they come out, Cody Grimm gets blocked, can't make the play, and then the pursuit is there, but bad angles. Macho Harris takes a bad angle, out of control. Takes it right to the end zone, but it comes back. The ball will be at the 29-yard line.
Now you can tell the Hokies are going for the block. So now Western Kentucky, after its first down of the game, with the quarterback Wolke back in now, will take over on the Tech 29. Out of the shotgun, Wolke takes the snap, hands it off to Rainey, whistles blow. Before the snap, what happened? No call yet.
Delay a game.
On the offense, 5 yards, 1st down.
So that moves them back to the 34-yard line. It was a 44-yard play as the punter flips the ball to one of his personal protectors, a linebacker, Boyd. He runs all the way for a touchdown, but at the 19-yard line, a holding penalty on Western Kentucky moves him to the 29, and now a 5-yard penalty back to the 34. 10-0 Tech leads, and the Hokie defenders digging in. The line, the 34. Wolke out of the gun, a deep ball over the middle, up for grabs, incomplete. Trying to hit the flanker on a deep slant. Whoa, we got late pushing and shoving. Orion Martin and a Western Kentucky player have to be separated. One of their offensive linemen, Hughes.
They're trying to hit Jake Gabler down the middle of the field, Bill, but he was pretty well covered. He was running down the hash mark. Again, Wolke's got plenty of time to throw. He lays it up there, but way too high, too far. Excellent coverage there by Chancellor.
10-0 Tech leading. Opening 20 seconds of the second quarter. We've seen a fake punt, a penalty nullify a touchdown, and now the Western Kentucky team has a 2nd and 15 on the 34. They can't hear down on that field, can they? The Western Kentucky kids are looking around.
Wolke's spending an awful lot of time looking to the sideline, kind of throwing his arms there like, what's the play? Get the play in. Let's get this thing moving. Trying to go no huddle. And the officials are going to reset the play clock.
2nd and 15 from the Hokies 34. 4 receivers and 1 back in this spread. The handoff goes to Rainey, cuts around the left side on an open field. Beautiful tackle again by Harris on the 32-yard line. That's twice in this game that Macho has shown great technique.
Yeah, you got to come up and make a play there. You got to shed a blocker and keep your eye on the ball carrier. And Macho, just a terrific play there. Sturdivant comes in and helps him out after, but that's Macho's play. Ramey with a full head of steam.
You got to get low on Rainey.
You really do, and Macho did.
You know, he reminds me of a little bit is that kid from Oregon State. Remember USC had so much trouble with him?
Oh, they did.
He gets so low. It's third down and long. Wolke to throw, tries to set the screen, and he overshoots Wolke. Incomplete on the left side, overshoots Rainey rather. It'll be fourth down.
That's great pressure from Orion Martin, Taco, Cordero, Thompson. Great pressure, trying to unload the ball a little bit quicker, and he led him too far. The ball goes to the turf.
So Tanner Seward is a senior kicker who redshirted last year. Will attempt a long field goal of 49 yards from the left hash mark. He's had one blocked already this season. Hokies John Graves in the middle has blocked 3 kicks. Snap is good. Kick is in the air by Seward. Does it have the distance? Yes, it does. A 49-yard field goal, and the Hilltoppers get on the board. Virginia Tech 10, Western Kentucky 3. There's the kickoff coming back now to Virginia Tech, and it's a very high and short kick all the way to the 12-yard line, fielded there by the Hokies' Kenny Lewis, and he runs ahead to about the 27, and he's belted and knocked down there. That's Ben Sodders, inside linebacker and a kick cover guy, making the play.
I think he kind of ran into the back of Matt Reedy, who was trying to get a block there.
Ball spotted down at the 28-yard line, first down for the Hokies.
Hokies will start this drive. It looks like at about the 28-yard line.
Tech's had the ball twice today. Opening possession field goal, second possession touchdown, but now for the third time they're going to start on their own 28-yard line, leading 10-3. Taylor is in the gun. Shotgun snap, fakes the handoff, takes off running to the left, but it's well guarded over there. 3 Hilltoppers are waiting on him, and they sandwich him and knock him down, and a late flag is thrown. Were they taunting him?
Might have been, Bill, and Tyrod's shaking up. You know, he did an MRI on his knee after last week when he tried to get out of bounds.
Yeah, they're going to get them for taunting, an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
After the play, dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 18 of the defense, taunting, 15 yards, first down.
Well, the Western Kentucky coaches are absolutely going berserk, Mike. 65 yards in penalties here in this first half.
Well, I don't know how they referee in the Sun Belt Conference, but you got to call things like that. Tyrod got rolled up, and Waters kind of gets up there and states his case about the great play he made, and looks like Tyrod's going to be okay.
New line is the 46-yard line, and now they come across. Flags are thrown, and players on each side pointing the other way. The way things are going, the Hilltoppers aren't going to get this call, you know.
Well, Neil Harrell was pointing at Nick Marsham, thought he moved because Harrell comes over and makes contact with Schumann, the center.
Before the snap, dead ball, offsides, contact by number 92 of the defense. 5 yards, remains first down.
The line of scrimmage is the 49 now of Western Kentucky. 1st and 5. And the Hokies keep it on the ground with a huge hole up the middle. There goes Lewis running to the 45, down to the 42. Gain of 12. Horse collared and dragged down by Smith, one of the free safeties over there.
Kenny Lewis Jr. almost scored on that one. He got a great blocks up inside there and really put the Jets on. Really big hole open up. He just runs north and south, full speed ahead. Good tough tackle there.
Hokies send, Mike. Hokies send Drager wide to the right in a 4-receiver formation. First down, Virginia Tech on the 41. Tyrod Taylor out of the gun. Fires it to the right flat, and a leaping attempt is ruled incomplete, and a pass interference call. Now on Western Kentucky, that's Smith had a hand on the back of Drager.
That was clearly that he had Drager kind of tied up there. Tyrod had to check down to Drager because deep coverage was good by the Hilltoppers.
Number 91 of the defense, 10 yards from the line of scrimmage, first down.
Dave
Correction. on the penalty, 41 on the defense.
That's 80 yards in penalties now for Western Kentucky. And boy, Dave Elson, he's having running dialogue over there, Mike, with the line judge.
Yeah, he really is. And he's been livid this afternoon here early in this game.
Ball down to the 31-yard line. Hokies will send two tight ends, both on the right. And Tyrod Taylor on first down hands the football off. A big-time cut. Running ahead, there goes Lewis. Flag is thrown.
I think they're going to get Blake DeChristopher a hold in the backfield. That penetration was there. There's a reason why. Maybe he was holding. Save your running back.
Holding, number 62 of the offense. 10 yards from the line of scrimmage. Replay, first down.
10-3, Virginia Tech leading early going here in quarter number 2. The Hokies have won 29 consecutive non-conference games on this field, and they've got the big lead, or at least the lead, here early. It was 10-0 in the first quarter, now 10-3. Third possession of the game for Frank Beamer's team. Here's Taylor, a play fake on first down. The sophomore heaving it deep down the field. Two men are open, and the ball lands in between them. Good gracious, he had Danny Cole deep and Boykin kind of intermediate, and the ball landed on the grass between the two of them.
I thought he might have been throwing to Boykin, Bill, and maybe overthrew him. Cole was deeper, but Tyrod kind of put it between them. He had all day to throw. I mean, the offensive line's giving him all day. Little touch pass, but overthrown or underthrown, depending on your perspective.
So it will be 2nd and 20 for the Hokies on the 41-yard line. They're staying with that 3-4 defense. First time this year we've seen that in a 3-deep zone. Here's Taylor back to throw once again. Fires it, and it's batted down at the line of scrimmage. A little screen was set up.
It looks like Klein maybe got his paw up there to bat that down. Had the screen set up. Looked like the Andre Smith.
3rd down and 20.
It'll be a 3rd down now and 20 because of the penalty earlier out of field goal range. Depending on what they get here, might get back in field goal range. You have to get to the 21-yard line to pick up a first down.
And against this defense, look how deep the safeties are already. They're a good 10, 11 yards off the line even before the snap. 3rd down and long, and now the Hokies have movement up front again. DeChristopher backed up before the snap.
Well, Klein had penetration, and then DeChristopher moved.
You think so? They can call that on the defense.
They can.
If he jumps into the neutral zone, let's see the call here.
Offsides, number 90 of the defense. Unabated into the backfield. 5 yards, remains first down.
Caused DeChristopher to flinch. 5-yard penalty. A little easier make.
It's going to be 3rd down and 15. Again, they stay in that deep zone. Hokies will go with 3 receivers. 2 to the left and 1 to the right. Tech on top here, 10-3. Early in quarter number 2. Out of the shotgun, Tyrod Taylor steps up, has some room to run, sprints to the right across the 30, has the first down to the 20, steps out of bounds on the 18-yard line. That's the dimension number 5 gives the Hokies first down for Tech.
And that's the thing, Bill. You're only rushing 3 guys, and you're keeping your linebacker in there, Braxton Miller, to mirror Tyrod Taylor. Well, I mean, there's no way. I mean, he's there, he's looking. And then, whoops, Tyrod makes the move, gets to the outside, and Miller's tackling nothing. I mean, he's just got that dimension. He's so quick and fast and can get out of trouble so quick.
First down for the Hokies on the 18 now of Western Kentucky. Again from the right hash mark, inside the red zone. Out of the I formation, first down. Handoff goes to Evans. He gets belted by the defensive tackle coming through. Belcher. Good hit. John Belcher, a senior from Somerset, Kentucky.
We talked about how they have great experience on defense, and Belcher's one of those guys, a redshirt senior, about 265, a little undersized, but he makes a good play there on Darren Evans. Very little gain, maybe a yard on the play.
Hokies 10, Hilltoppers 3, but Virginia Tech on the move down to the 17. Again, the I formation. Ryan Schumann, the Virginia Tech center, will snap the football to Tyrod Taylor. They run the option to the left. Taylor, a left-handed pitch caught by Evans, races around the end of the 15 and dives to the 12-yard line, upended there by Boyd.
Nicely executed there. The option man, Boyd's got to make a decision there. Does he take Tyrod Taylor? And he kind of forces the pitch to Evans, gets around the outside, and picks up a pretty nice gain there. Perez downfield getting a block.
3rd down and 4. I don't think we've seen 4 guys with their hands on the ground yet today for the visitors, Mike. They've stuck with this 3-4 the whole game.
They pretty much do. That's their defense.
3 down linemen, 4 linebackers. 3rd down for the Hokies, and again, Taylor is in the gun. Takes the snap, a quarterback draw. Tyrod to the 10, has the 1st down, gets to the 5, and he's belted there by Waters. Nicely done. And you called it exactly right, Mike. They got a linebacker spying Tyrod. He can't keep up with it.
Nah, not at all. I mean, the design play, design call. You kind of see Schumann snap the ball, and then he takes off, and Render just buries his man. Tyrod Taylor quickly into that secondary, picks up the 1st down, gets down, 1st and goal.
From the 5-yard line, out of the I formation for the Hokies. They're going towards the south end at Lane Stadium. 1st and goal to go from the I formation. A bad toss goes through the hands of Evans. Picks it up on the 15 and gets belted down there. He was running hard left, but I think he took his eyes off the ball, Mike, and was looking downfield before the ball got there.
He may have, and he may have gotten to shake it up on the play. Morris delivered quite the blow there to Evans.
12-yard loss on the play to the 17.
Yeah, it was so quick. Not sure what happened, but Morris was right in on top of Evans, and he may have gotten shaken up on that play.
So it's 2nd and goal for the Hokies back on the 17. Well, they had a 1st and goal on the 8 earlier in the game and had to settle for a field goal. This will be a tough make here. Taylor in the gun, drops the throw on 2nd down. Scrambling, fumbles the football, loose on the 10, and the Hilltoppers recover.
They sure do. Tyrod lost it out of his hands, Bill.
Taylor lost the ball, and Western Kentucky has
Looks like Dark, the big defensive tackle, was able to pick it up out of the air. Tyrod loses the handle. It's almost like an interception. He just catches it, does Dark before the ball hits the ground.
Timeout on the field. Western Kentucky gets the ball back when we come back. Hokies 10, Hilltoppers 3. Hilltoppers driving right to left now in this 2nd quarter. Out of the shotgun, Wolke, the quarterback, back to throw, and he's going to fire it down the left sidelines. Incomplete. They tried to fake the Hokies out by rolling the QB to the left and then throwing it back to the right. Pernell Sturdivant was covering the running back, but the ball was not thrown well.
And you got to give Pernell Sturdivant, old P-Stump, a lot of credit. I mean, he's trying to keep up with Bobby Ramey, that 5'9" little scatterback. And he had him stride for stride, Bill. That's a play where they try to get a mismatch, try to get your speedy guy on the linebacker, and Sturdivant did a great job. He was all over him.
2nd and 10, ball is on the 11-yard line. Shotgun snap, flag thrown. Quarterback takes off running and gets thrown down. No gain. This is going to be a penalty on the visitors. Lots of penalties here today.
Sure are. I'm not sure again if they had enough guys on the line. We'll see.
It's time for today's Intellos Question of the Week, presented by Intellos Wireless. Who is Virginia Tech's all-time scoring leader? Is it Lee Suggs, Shane Graham, Brandon Pace, or Don Wade? For the answer, log on to IntelosWireless.com. And do you need to buy or sell tickets to the hottest events in Virginia, D.C., or Maryland? Go to SeatExchange.com. Tough tickets made easy. SeatExchange.com. Penalty was on Western Kentucky, their 11th penalty of the first half. For an illegal formation, it'll move the ball to the 6.
That's 89 yards now in penalties, Bill, for the Hilltoppers. They have 66 total yards.
Just 1 first down for the visitors, and that was on the fake punt. Quarterback is in the end zone. He takes the snap, a straight quarterback draw, gets belted on the 10-yard line, and a big collision, and down he goes.
Sturdivant.
What a
man,
hit.
what a
Pernell.
stick. He is fired up. He's jacked up down there. P-Stump with a big stop. Man.
Hokies might have 11 first downs. Western Kentucky has but 1. But with 8:40 to go in the first half, it's just 10-3.
7-point game because of the penalties and mistakes in the red zone by Virginia Tech's offense.
3rd and 10 for the visitors from Bowling Green, Kentucky, on their own 10-yard line. The quarterback, Wolke, 6'2" senior, is in the gun. Off to his right is junior Morrell Booker out of Louisville. He's the lone back. Wolke to throw near the 2-yard line, steps up, fires it over the middle. Man wide open in stride at the 25, has it. Gets belted down by Martin at the 31-yard line, but it's a good throw and catch to Wenquel Graves, and a big third down conversion.
Again, one of those speedy wide receivers, not very tall at 5'9", just kind of comes on a nice route to the inside there. Wolke with plenty of time to throw. Just waits until he gets in that area where he's open. Macho a little late, and a big play from Western Kentucky.
New line, the 31-yard line. And the Hilltoppers down by 7. Under 8 minutes to go in the first half. Out of the gun. Quarterback takes the snap and hands it off to Booker again. Jumps over the line of scrimmage into the arms of Worlds, who gives him a belt. Got about a half a yard on the play.
Jason Worlds scraping down, making the play. Graves upset about one of the guys blocking him. The official had to restrain him. He was very upset on that play. But a nice tackle by Worlds for a very little gain.
Earlier in the game, Orion Martin was upset with one of their players for some tactics being used. Do you remember? Jared Johnson, the fullback, to the left of the quarterback. Booker, the tail, is to the right of the QB. That's Wolke on second down. Shotgun snap, quick throw to the right. Batted down and nearly picked up by Cam Martin. It'll be third down. He had it right in his arms.
Sure did. Trying to find Graves out there, trying to hit him. Cam Martin just slides, reads it perfectly. Snap of the ball, gets in his passing lane, and should have picked that one off, and that would have been a pick 6.
Cam's on the cover of today's game program along with his brother, Orion Martin, who are the first brothers to start here at Tech together since Jonathan and Kevin Lewis in 2003. Cam at linebacker and Orion at left end. 3rd and 9 now for the visitors on their own 31-yard line. Here's a Virginia Tech blitz. Wolke back to throw. In trouble. Scrambling to his left. Down the sidelines and gets knocked down hard.
Orion Martin pushes him right at the very last minute out of bounds. Great pass rush. I mean, you got to give Wolke credit there. I mean, he was running for his life. Got what he could and runs out of bounds there, but it's going to bring up a 4th down and about 11 or 12, so he's going to have to punt.
10-3, Virginia Tech leading. 7:05 to go. So here is the punter Moore to kick the football to Macho Harris. Hokies have had the block on a couple of times today. Let's see if they can get to this Western Kentucky punter. Oh, he gets this one away, and it's his best kick of the afternoon, driving Macho all the way back to his 25-yard line. Fakes right and returns it up the middle. Harris to the 30, 35 and 40, and a flag is thrown. And Harris gets wrestled down at the 40-yard line by the Hilltoppers' Mark Santoro. But we've got a penalty flag on the return.
2 flags, a 46-yard punt, but it's going to come back with that illegal block. At least one of them. 2 flags down.
During the return, illegal block in the back. Number 87 of the return team. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. First down. Timeout.
Hokies have 5 penalties today. They had just 4 all of last week.
First fumble. They've had a lot of penalties and just not real sharp.
On first down, Tech gets the handoff to Oglesby, and he gets knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, trying to struggle forward. They may give him forward progress back to the line of scrimmage, but Clendenin kind of had him wrapped up, didn't he?
He did. It's a good effort there by Oglesby, though. He just keeps driving hard. Jefferson goes out now, and we see Darrell Roberts in at wide receiver. Get rid of the fullback, get you a wide receiver in. Just kind of ran in the back of Sergio Render and just keeps fighting forward. They'll give him forward progress for about a yard.
6:18 to go. First half, Tech 10 and Western Kentucky 3. Wide side of the field is to the left. Hokies have 2 receivers that way, and a fumbled snap, and Western Kentucky's defensive tackle tries to wrestle it away from Taylor, who tried to fall on it right away.
It was Clendenin, the big defensive lineman there, but Tyrod does get it back. You talk about a little sloppy, it just continues here. That's what drive a coach crazy.
I know.
Bobble snap.
And if you go back and look, Mike, at the Miami of Ohio game and that Temple game and homecoming in 97 and 98, in each instance, Virginia Tech dominated the statistics.
You're right.
I remember that Temple game, the Hokies had like 24 first downs and Temple had like 5. Yet in the fourth quarter, Temple was ahead because of big plays and turnovers inside the 10-yard line. On third down, Tyrod flips it to the left. It's caught at the 25 for a gain of 4. And Western Kentucky gets its first 3 and out of the day as Oglesby gets knocked down.
The game against Temple, the Hokies were about 35-point favorites. Got beat. Give that underdog time to hang around. The crowd's not really fired up today.
Turnovers inside the Hokies in this game have had first and goal on the 5 and another drive, first and goal on the 8. And
came away with 3 points.
3 points in those 2 possessions. And shorten the game, you give the underdog a chance. Now the punt for Brent Bowden of Virginia Tech. And the kick is off the side of his foot. It's going to hit on the 45 of Western Kentucky. Take a good Tech roll out of bounds near the 30-yard line. And the Hilltoppers will get the ball with 4:43 to go in the first half. Down by just 7, 10-3 is the score.
That was not a pretty punt. Got a decent roll. It was not pretty. Hilltoppers will start at the 31-yard line. We don't see Wilkie in there again, Bill. We're back to the direct snapping, maybe. It's like Rainey's in at quarterback now.
How about that? So the starting tailback, Rainey, takes the direct snap, hands the football off to a flanker coming around the left end, and he gets belted down back on the 28-yard line.
That was Andrew McLeod.
Graves makes the tackle.
And there's a guy that's had 7 carries all year. Good average, though, 6 yards a carry.
But it's a loss of 3, so it'll be second down and 13. Now they bring a quarterback, Wolke, back in. Not real mobile back there, but he's made a couple of good, really impressive passes in this second quarter, hasn't he?
He has. He's been pretty accurate.
He's in the gun on second and 13, takes the snap, quarterback draw, and he gets up near the 30-yard line. Again, still shy of the original line of scrimmage. Demetrius Taylor got up under him. Junior from Virginia Beach took his legs out. 3rd and 11.
Yeah, he pretty much got the yardage back that they lost on the first down play, but that's going to be a 3rd down and 11. Tough make. Clock runs. There's 3 minutes, 50 seconds left here till halftime. Hokies just up 10-3.
It was 10-0 Virginia Tech after the first. But the clock has been moving, and Western Kentucky down by just 7 now, late in the second period. Out of the shotgun, Wolke throwing it on the run, and it's incomplete on the 34-yard line. Virgil had a good break on that football. Tried to hit Savko.
Yeah, Stephon Virgil did a nice job breaking on the ball, kind of reading the quarterback's eyes. Savko makes the cut, and Virgil just right there to make the play. They roll him out of the pocket.
That stops the clock, which helps Virginia Tech. 3:30 to play till halftime. And the punter Moore is in. The return is set up. Moore, another good punt. Turns over for him, fielded by Harris of Virginia Tech on the 30. Runs it back to the 40-yard line and breaks free. There goes Macho ahead to the 40. Still running at the 38, and they wrestle him down there.
That was very close to coming back. Jared Boykin almost had a block in the back. Not called. It was really close. That's good discipline by Boykin not to make that block.
32 yards on the return for Harris. He just has a knack at that, doesn't he, Michael?
He really does. He saw a great one here for about 4 years in Eddie Royal, and that's one of the reasons he stuck around this year, Bill, to be able to return punts, and he sets them up so well.
Timeout, Western Kentucky.
Well, the Hokies on the 38-yard line of Western Kentucky. Tech has all 3 of its timeouts remaining. It's a 2 tight end, 1 back look. Ball is in the middle of the football field. First down, running play. Evans breaks free at the 35, down to the 30, got 8 or 9 on first down. Strong run for Evans. Santoro making the play defensively.
That's good to see Darren Evans back in there, Bill. I thought he might have got shaken up a little bit on that stick when he lost yardage, but looks like he's okay. Good surge, good job by the line to Christopher with a block. Evans hits it up in there strong for about 8.
And the ball is in the middle of the field on second down. 1 back, 2 tight ends. And on second and short, the handoff goes to Evans again. Runs into the corner, puts his shoulder right into him and runs for the first down. McBride went for a ride on that play.
He did. I mean, McBride is in perfect position to make the play, and there's a collision. McBride's about 225. Evans comes in there and delivers the blow, just keeps down low and moves McBride forward to pick up the first down.
2:30 to go till halftime. Another first down for the Hokies. Boy, the stats are out of whack, aren't they? Here's another running play on first down, and Evans again, this time running to the right. Boyd grabs him. Darren drives to the 23-yard line. Clock shows 2:14.
Look who's leading the play is big Ryan Schumann, the reigning ACC Lineman of the Week after that 7 knockdown performance at Nebraska last week. It's at 2 minutes
2 minutes
now.
and counting. 10-3, Virginia Tech leading here in the first half. Virginia Tech driving towards the south end at Lane Stadium. Taylor is in the gun. Schumann is the center. He'll send it back to Taylor, who fumbled twice on the Hokies' last possession. Fires to the right. And coming back to catch it on the 6-yard line is Boykin. I was screened off by the corner, but Boykin stepped right in front of the free safety, made the catch, and steps out of bounds. 16-yard gain.
And another first and goal, ball right outside the 5-yard line there, Bill. Nice touch pass from Tyrod Taylor. Plenty of time again. The offensive line's just doing a terrific job. Tyrod just flicks the wrist. Boykin comes open there on a nice pattern and goes out of bounds.
So first and goal to go for the Hokies on the 5. Let's see if they can pound this one in. Send the fullback in motion to the right. Run the ball that way. And there's Evans diving his way down to the 3, where it will be second down and goal to go.
Pretty good surge there.
Dark making the play defensively. The right end, Robert Dark. Second and goal for the Hokies. A minute 25 to go in the half.
Hokies need to definitely pound this one in here, Bill. They get Boykin out and bring in Drager, the 2 tight end set. With he and Boone in.
High formation now for Virginia Tech. Taylor pulls back, turns, hands the football off. Evans tries to turn the corner to the right, stretches his way down that sideline, gets belted out of bounds inside the 1-yard line. Waters saved the touchdown. It's going to be third and goal on the 1.
He was stretching for all he was worth there, Bill, to try to get that ball to break the pylon. Render's coming out. He's got Jefferson and Render block one guy, and then he gets the contact there from Waters, and Evans just fights for that goal line. Comes up short about a half a yard.
1:02 to go in the half. The ball just inside the 1. Power I formation now for the Hokies. And Taylor, the Virginia Tech quarterback, steps up under center, and now whistles blow. They may review this play.
The previous play is under review.
Exactly, to see if he got his arm or at least the nose of the ball across. Well, coming up at halftime, we'll review the first half of today's game, plus Adam has all the scores. From around the country, Jerry Massey has today's State Farm Insurance Women's Sports Report. Plus, former Virginia Governor Mark Warner will join us live in the booth. That's coming up here at halftime. What'd you lose over there?
Nothing.
Well, you're scrambling around over there.
I was just
Brownies
looking for
are in
something.
the bag.
Got any milk? Ice cream? Hey, we look forward to having the governor come up in the booth. 1:02 left here until halftime. Hokies have a third down and goal at the 1, or about the half-yard line, actually.
Well, we've watched the replay 3 or 4 times. Do we have conclusive evidence that he stretched his right arm across?
I don't think he got it across, Billy.
He has a knack for that.
He does, and he's got such big old paws and mitts that he can hang on to it. He's so strong. Contact comes.
After review, the play stands as called. It'll be third and goal.
I thought that was a good call. I thought it was short of hitting the pylon or crossing the plane. So now the question is, can the Hokies punch it in here? And if they don't, will they go for it on 4th down?
This all comes with a minute 2 to go here in this second quarter. So power I formation. 3 men in the backfield behind Taylor in the final minute of the first half. Fullback Perez in motion to the right. Taylor takes the snap, tries to sneak his way across and gets belted back. Shy of the first down. It will be 4th and goal from inside the 1.
Hokies have not converted a 4th down all year up to this point. A couple of those early games, Coach Beamer said he didn't have very good luck. Tyrod just took the natural position there, tried to get a little surge from the line, the natural seam of the defense, and it's just barely outside of the goal line.
The ball could not be closer to the goal line. 4th and inches. Here's Taylor taking the snap, turn, hands it off to Evans, over the top and into the end zone. Touchdown, Tech.
Darren Evans goes airborne, breaks the plane, And the cannon goes off, and it's 16-3 right before the half. 1 yard run officially.
Darren Evans has now scored a touchdown in every game this season for Virginia Tech. Now the extra point attempt for Keys. That was a terrific run, Mike, by Darren, because you'll recall in the East Carolina game he took off too soon. Remember that?
He did. He really did. And Bullard was right there to meet him, Bill, but the pile went forward.
Here's the kick, and it is good. Timeout on the field. Hokies 17, Hilltoppers 3. Now, late in this first half, Virginia Tech now leading Western Kentucky 17-3 on homecoming 2008. And the Hilltoppers will get the football back in the final 30 seconds. Here's the kick. And the Hokies kind of squib it, and it hits at the 20 and goes out of bounds. That'll be a penalty, and the Hilltoppers will get it on the 40-yard line.
How about if we recap the touchdown, Billy? That was an 8-play drive, 38 yards, 2 minutes, 51 seconds, 7 runs, 21 yards. Tyrod was 1 for 1 passing, 17 yards. Evans with the 1 yard touchdown run, 17-3. Hokies up with 25 seconds left till the half. Probably not the kickoff Coach Beamer wanted.
Well, Western Kentucky will start on the 40-yard line with 1 timeout remaining. The question is, do they try to get into field goal range? The reason I ask, Mike, is that quarterback Wolke has thrown some passes that have nearly been picked. You know that.
He has.
He's just 3 for 9 in the first half. Again, the Hokies playing tight against that defense. Now they back out. Let's see what Wolke does. A quick throw over the middle. Has his man Graves on a slant. Scampers to the sideline and gets out on the 47-yard line. 18 seconds to play. Grimm was in pursuit, but that's good defense there. 2 deep zone. Let him catch that underneath route and step out of bounds. They got 18 seconds left now.
He ran a long way to get out of bounds to pick up about 8 yards on the play. Gets the ball up near midfield to 48.
Virgil's manning up on Booker. He's one of their running backs. It's a 5-receiver formation, but Booker's wide left. Scoreboard clock shows 18. Wolke, a quick throw to the sideline. It's going to be picked off by Macho Harris. There he goes down the sidelines. 30, 20, 10, and knocked out of bounds by the quarterback on the 5-yard line with 8 seconds to go. It's a 45-yard interception return. The quarterback belts him out of bounds, and Macho's shaken up on the play. And Virginia Tech has first and goal with 8 seconds left.
I think Macho maybe just be out of gas a little bit, Bill, but you called it. He's thrown some passes that have almost been picked, and the Macho Man comes up with a huge interception with 8 seconds left in the half. The Macho Man's going to be upset he didn't score. He read the quarterback's eyes perfectly, steps in front. It's a foot race to the sideline, and give Wolke credit for not giving up on the play. Macho trying as hard as he can to score, but Wolke gets him out of bounds.
First turnover by the visitors today. Now with 8 seconds, what's your strategy here, Mike? 1 shot at the end zone?
It's about all you have. I mean, you have 2 timeouts remaining, but yeah, you don't have a whole lot of time to think about running the ball with 8 seconds. You got to take a shot. If it's not there, kick the field goal.
Now, as you recall, in the Georgia Tech game, in a very similar situation, Tech spread the field, and Tyrod ran it in.
That was about 2 yards, though, wasn't it?
But the thing here, Mike, is you can run the football because you could call a timeout if the quarterback or running back gets knocked down shy of the goal line and then come in and kick the field goal.
You better be quick, my man. You don't be fighting for extra yards because 8 seconds is not a lot of time.
On a quarterback draw, you don't think he can run it in from there?
He doesn't take a lot of time. I'm not so sure.
Well, let's see. The other thing they've worked on in practice is that fade. So let's see what they do. 8 seconds left. It's first and goal on the 5-yard line. Let's see what this Tech offense does. Greg Boone, the tight end, moves over to the left side, and Tyrod Taylor is in the shotgun. Here's the snap to Tyrod. He's back and looking. He fires into the end zone. It's broken up with 4 seconds to play. He put a little oomph on that.
That was close. And now you have no time left, and you got to bring out
field goal
Dustin Keys to kick the field goal. But you got to figure it was a bonus anyway. Surprised maybe Western Kentucky was throwing the ball there, took a chance, and it's going to cost them 3 points in all likelihood.
This will be a field goal just over the length of an extra point. 22-yarder for Keys. He's made 10 field goals in a row. Here's the snap and spot. It's good. The kick is up, and it is good. The play, and for some reason, they stopped the scoreboard with 1 second left. So that makes it 20-3.
Well, that was a bonus, though. 3 points you didn't have, Billy. A Macho interception. He'll be upset, but he didn't score.
And I don't think you can blame the offense for not banging it in the red zone there. When you only have 1 play in 8 seconds, you're somewhat limited. I'm sure they would have loved to have 20 seconds, but they had just 8. And so with now 1 second remaining, the Hokies will kick the football back to Western Kentucky, leading 20-3.
Probably squibbed that. That was a 2-play drive there. Very quick. 7 seconds it took.
Way to keep track of those drives, Mike. Passion, pride, football, Orange has no limits. The 75th FedEx Orange Bowl, home of the ACC champion, January 1, Dolphin Stadium in South Florida. Don't miss the excitement, action, and competition. For tickets, visit orangebowl.org. The governor is here. Mark Warner will join us coming up here in a little bit. We'll talk about his, well, several things. Talk about his Senate race and also about his analysis of the first half. Here's the kickoff coming back, and it's again squibbed. This could be an interesting return. Yep. Oh, they flip it around, and it's caught by a guy on the near side, and he flips it back over to another receiver on the near side. He's the third guy to catch it, coming down the sidelines, and gets belted out of bounds by the kicker, Meyer.
Wow.
On the last play of the half. Nice job, Meyer.
That was a collision there. It might get Meyer for a helmet to helmet. I bet his bell's ringing right now. Holy cow.
Halftime, Hokies 20, Western Kentucky 3. Now the question here in this first half, Mike, is can a Virginia Tech football player become the homecoming king?
That is the question. We're excited about that to see what happens with that.
Matt Tuttle, Virginia Tech's backup long snapper, is in consideration for homecoming king. We'll fill you in on that.
Real quick stats here, Billy. First downs. Hokies had 13, Western Kentucky just 2. Rushing yards 95 for Tech, 20 for Western Kentucky. Passing yards 80 to 76 for the Hilltoppers. Total yards 175 Tech, 96 for the Hilltoppers.
Second half is underway with the Western Kentucky kickoff fielded by Kenny Lewis, who sprints to his left and gets to the 28-yard line. First down for Virginia Tech. During the week, Tuttle goes into Coach Beamer's office and says, I'd like to run for homecoming king, and here's what it would be about. Coach Beamer says that's great, and he goes to his assistant, John Boleyn, and says, we got to help Matt. John goes, what? Matt wants to be the homecoming queen.
And then they die laughing. Wait a minute.
Coach,
Homecoming
that's
king.
Not what I said.
That was hilarious.
First play of the third quarter, a pass for Tyrod Taylor, number 5 in orange, zips it down the field and hooks up with Cole at midfield. He breaks a tackle ahead of the 45 and down to the 44 of Western Kentucky. Ryan Beard makes the play.
How about Tyrod Taylor? Again, the offensive line doing a great job giving him time, and Cole just running his pattern. He just waits patiently until Cole comes in that open area. Little play fake there to Kenny Lewis Jr. He sits back in the pocket. He waits patiently. Cole comes open, wide open in the middle of the field. Cole makes a couple guys bounce off of him. Good play.
It's just really good reading of the defense, too, by Taylor, because they're playing in such a deep zone, Mike. They're not going to let you run by them.
There's deep crossing patterns.
There's another quick throw underneath, but it's over the head of Boykin at about the 40, and it will be second down and 10.
Yeah, he just let that one get away from him. Threw a little bit too hard, too high. Boykin couldn't quite get there in time. Boykin did have a catch in the first half of 17 yards. Macho had a couple catches for 15. Macho also got his third interception and 12th of his career. Third of the year, 12th of his career in that first half.
20-3, Virginia Tech with the lead and the ball ahead of the 44-yard line. Hokies keep it on the ground again. Nice block for Lewis. He runs to the 40 and ahead to the 38-yard line. Sometimes we don't give the offensive line enough credit, but that was just really good blocking up front again. Waters made the play.
And for the second week in a row, they've done a really nice job of opening up holes. Just picking up where they left off. What a confidence builder a week ago at Nebraska. Just look at those guys. They're just opening up holes. Marshman engaging his man, and Boone and Wang out there leading the play.
Cole is wide to the right, and Boykin is wide to the left. A pair of freshman receivers. The tight end is Andre Smith on the right. Now Greg Boone joins him on the right. That's the strong side, obviously. Tyrod, a two-step drop and a quick throw to the right. He's got his man wide open. That's the tight end of the 20, Smith, and he's wrestled down on the 18-yard line. A quick little flick of the wrist after a short drop by Taylor. Waters again made the play.
And Andre Smith is such a big target, Bill, and he caught a couple big catches last week, and he's such a good target with really good hands. Makes a nice catch, move the sticks. Good throw and catch, 17-yard gain.
Tyrod is 10 of 15 passing now for 125 yards. One touchdown, that was thrown to Boone. One fumble. First down for the Hokies on the 19-yard line. They keep it on the ground, and Kenny Lewis runs to the 15, still going at the 12, fighting his way to the 10-yard line, spinning with two hands over the football, gets wrestled down by McBride. Strong run again for Lewis.
Really good run, Bill. I mean, just running with a lot of vim and vigor.
This will be a good time to flick it over to Cole. Here's Tyrod Taylor handing the ball off, and Lewis stumbles and goes down. He appeared to have his foot caught on the grass. Tyrod Taylor is in the gun. Line of scrimmage, the 13. Hokies can get a first down on the 9. Evans is the lone running back. Out of the shotgun, a quarterback draw. Tyrod takes off running, gets to the 10, dives his way towards the 9. That's where he needed to get for that first down. Did he stretch far enough? Saunders was holding on. He did get the first down on the 8-yard line.
Sure did. Good second effort there by Tyrod Taylor, stretching the ball, picks up the first down, and yet another first down and goal right outside the 8-yard line for this Hokie offense. Right now up 20-3 with about 12 minutes and change left in quarter number 3.
Mr. Touchdown back in the game in the backfield. Darren Evans has 7 touchdowns and 1 in every game this season. He joins Jefferson behind Tyrod Taylor. First and goal, the handoff to Evans. Shoulders down, plows his way inside the 5, ahead to the 2, and stretches to the 1-yard line as he ran right into Waters again, their free safety. He's been hanging on as their free safety today.
Blake DeChristopher leading the charge there. Now you see Perez and Andre Smith come in, Cole and Boykin out. This is going to be a power play. Good blocking by that offensive line. Ball resting at the 1-yard line.
This will be the 9th play of the drive for the Hokies. They lead at 20-3, opening possession of the second half. Full house backfield, power I formation for Virginia Tech. Perez goes in motion to the left. Tyrod pulls back, hands it off to Evans, and they meet him on the 3-yard line and belt him there. Someone came through unblocked. The linebacker came in, no gain on the play. It'll be third down and goal on the 2-yard line. That was McBride untouched coming up the middle.
Clearly a missed assignment by one of the linemen there, Bill. And he was right on top. Maybe lost a yard on the play. Excellent penetration. That's going to bring up a third down and goal now outside the 2.
Hokies are 6 for 10 today on third down. Third and goal on the 2-yard line. Same formation. Tyrod pulls back, hands it off to Evans, puts his shoulders down, spins across the goal line. Touchdown, Tech.
And Evans takes it in from 2 yards out. Big surge from the left side of the offensive line, and Evans with a full head of steam plows his way into the end zone.
His second of the day. Evans just has a knack. Earlier in the game, he was diving across. That time he kind of had to turn his shoulders and angle his way in. 2-yard run. Now Keys in to attempt the extra point early in this third quarter. Good snap, good hold. Soccer style kicker drills it up and good. 27-3 Virginia Tech. Early in the third. And his dad's coming down to the field now to see him as well. Kenny Lewis Sr. High kickoff coming back to the visitors. And this is Booker at the 10-yard line, or rather Rainey at the 10. Rainey gets to the 15 and 20, tries to squirt free on the right and crosses the 30. A flag is thrown, and Rainey steps out of bounds on the 39-yard line. He did that last week against Kentucky and had big numbers running kicks back. Jacob Sykes actually forced him out of bounds, but we're going to have a penalty on the play.
Just no quit in him. I mean, he hustles. It'll be an illegal block.
During the return, holding number 14 of the return team. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. First down.
First and 10 on the 22-yard line. For the visitors from Bowling Green, Kentucky. First down throw. They swing it out to the right flat. Ball is caught, and receiver gets wrestled out of bounds on the 23-yard line by Porch, who made the start today, as you know. That was Letcher that caught it, I believe. Actually, Wills 28.
Wow, the word from the sideline, Billy. Ruptured Achilles. Oh, my gosh.
For Kenny Lewis.
Yeah, you just didn't see where his ankle might have been a problem, but an Achilles, that would be the second one this year. Remember, Brandon Dillard got one in the summer. And that is a tough injury.
Kenny worked so hard to come back from that torn labrum. He just feels so sad for the kid. Here's a running play for Western Kentucky. Rainey gets ahead of the 30-yard line on Orion Martin. Brings him down. That is a tough loss. You know, Mike, he worked so hard to get ready for this season, did Kenny Lewis.
He did. He beat all the odds, saying he wouldn't be back until midway through the season or October or whatever. And he said, no way, I'm going to be back for opening day. He worked his fanny off to get himself in great shape and was having an outstanding season.
But a ruptured Achilles is something much different. That's a different bird, huh?
That's big time there.
Third down and 2 for the visitors from Western Kentucky. They have just 2 first downs in the game. One was on that fake punt. Shotgun snap, play fake. Quarterback runs and gets belted on the 31-yard line, dives towards the 32. Flag comes in late from the field judge way downfield. That was Grimm that made the play. Let's see what the call is. It was a very late flag from well downfield.
I think they're going to call Cody Hughes, the big offensive lineman. Looked like he maybe got a leg whip on Graves, like late.
It'll be a personal foul. Let's see. First, they're going to timeout for measure. So they stop the clock, and the call is forthcoming.
After the play, we have a dead ball, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 70 of the offense. Before we enforce the penalty, we will measure to see if they have gained the line.
You called it right, Mike. Cody Hughes called for that leg whip. This has been a very chippy Western Kentucky team today.
Well, they come in with a little bit of an attitude. They know they're big underdogs. They played 5 out of 6 games on the road. I mean, it's ridiculous to have a schedule like that. And, you know, you're ready to get back home, play some games, and not be big underdogs again.
So it's 4th and inches on the 30-yard line, or the Hokies can take the penalty, and it would be a 3rd and 15 again.
I think you probably move them back.
Kentucky did not gain the first down. There will be a 15-yard penalty from the dead ball spot. Will be 4th down.
Oh, right. It's a dead ball foul, so you get both.
After the play, correct.
Right. So they're going to punt. It's 4th and 15. Had he gained the first down, it would have been a 1st and 25. So 4th and 15, that puts them up to 124 yards in penalties. That's more than their total offense.
That's what, 13 penalties, Carter? That's an awful lot of penalties.
All right, the punter standing near his end zone. Macho, the return man, near midfield. Hokies nearly blocked a couple early. They got the return set up here, it appears. Rugby-style kick for their punter, and again, he low-line drives it. It's going to take 2-3 hops and cross the 50 and go out of bounds on the Virginia Tech 43. First down for the Hokies. They lead at 27-3 here in the third. Tech leads at 27-3. Hokies going to make a change at quarterback, get Sean Glennon some work. With the big lead over Western Kentucky. No reason to get Tyrod banged up anymore, right, Mike?
That's for sure. And Sean Glennon's been really good in these situations.
Oglesby in a tailback takes the handoff on first down, and the rookie runs to the 49-yard line, stretching it to the right, straight zone blocking. McBride makes the play defensively for Western Kentucky. Hokies going after their 30th straight non-conference home victory at this stadium. If they win, it'll be their 5th win in a row overall since a season-opening loss to East Carolina. Clearly, they've gotten better and better each week. Today, they struggled a little bit in the red zone, had a turnover inside the 5-yard line, but have been, without question, just the vastly superior team today, as you would expect. Second down and short. The handoff goes to Oglesby. He runs across the 50, and the rookie gets ahead about the 47-yard line near a first down. Again, McBride, he's going to be their leading tackler today, made the stop.
And Oglesby, Frank Beaver really likes Oglesby. Keeps waiting for him to explode onto the scene, and he thinks he's a tough runner, and he's shown that today. He's going to get a lot of reps here. That's what you hope. Some of these guys that don't get a lot of playing time would get some today because they do such a great job in practice. The guys that are on the scout team and guys that don't get a lot of work.
On third and short, handoff goes to Oglesby again, gets to about the 46. First down, then gets belted and pushed back. Again, Hokies just controlling the line of scrimmage. Beard, the corner, came up to make the play.
Yeah, that was what was so impressive last week, Bill. That offensive line, 70 plays. They never came out. I mean, every one of those starting offensive linemen played 70 plays last week. 3 of them graded over 83%. I mean, that was an outstanding job a week ago, and they're just playing very well now.
New line of scrimmage, the Western Kentucky 46-yard line. Ball is on the left hash mark. Sean Glennon is in the gun. Here's a blitz, a rare blitz, and Glennon takes off running, gets to the left, runs to the 45-yard line, and gets hit hard and out of bounds on the 42-yard line. McBride delivers the blow on Glennon. So that's the change they're making. When Glennon comes in, they're going to blitz, huh?
Looks like it. McBride with yet another tackle comes up, does a little dance after making that stick. Sean showing some niftiness there. Nobody open downfield. He calls his own number there, gets what he can.
Got about 4 yards.
Yeah.
6:55 to go in the third quarter. 27-3. Virginia Tech has the lead. 2 tight ends and 1 back now. Oglesby is the lone back behind Sean Glennon, the 5th-year senior from Centerville, Virginia. Did not play last week against Nebraska. Played at the fourth quarter at Chapel Hill. Second down handoff to Oglesby. Started right, cuts back to the left, and the Hilltoppers gang up on him there and push him back. He got ahead to the line of scrimmage. Harbison, the first one to hit him. And it'll be third down.
Harbison at 5'11", 220 was all over that play. I mean, he was in the backfield quickly. Nowhere to go. Third down, clock runs, 6:15 left here in quarter number 3. Hokies up 27-3.
They've really dominated. The score is much closer than the game has really played out. Western Kentucky has just 2 first downs, 1 on a fake punt that led to a field goal. They've only gotten 1 first down against Tech's defense. Third down, Glennon drops the throw. Good protection, fires behind Boykin, leaps to catch it, and then gets wrestled down near the first down marker at the 36-yard line on a crossing route. He caught it in front of McBride, reaching back to make the grab. Let's see where they fall, just shy.
Very short first down, just barely, maybe 6-8 inches.
That's 11 tackles now for McBride.
He's been all over the field. Great effort on his part.
Fourth down and inches. Coach Beamer going to punt here.
Yeah, he's going to send Bowden in to punt. That's a little bit of a surprise. Think they'd go for it or try to kick a long field goal. That would be really long, though.
A little work on special teams here, or just being a good sport?
A little of both.
See if Bowden can pin him in. Kicks it very high. Pickle going down there will try to catch it, but it's into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. No, that doesn't help you much.
Coach upset. Look at him.
About, 16 yards on the net. And so Western Kentucky will take over when we come back. They go without the quarterback. Snap into a running back. He fakes the handoff and takes off running across the 40 ahead of the 45-yard line. That's Dexter Taylor rumbling through the secondary ahead of the 45-yard line.
Biggest run of the day. 26 yards for Dexter Taylor. He hadn't had a lot of carries. You look at him in the course of the year, he'd only had 2 carries coming into this game. But he's been a quarterback today.
Yeah, but he hasn't thrown it. He's just taken the direct snap and run the football. He's back there now, Dexter Taylor. Same high school as Darren Evans of the Hokies from Indianapolis. A shotgun snap to him. They run the ball again, and there he goes. Taylor runs for 11 more. Ahead of the Hokie 43-yard line, Dorian Porch makes the stop defensively, and you can just see the steam coming off of Bud Foster and Charlie Wiles' headsets down there. This is nothing simple. I mean, very simple. They're snapping the ball to a running back. You're just running ahead.
He's just looking for the open space there and just making the Hokies look pretty bad there. The drive started on the 20, and already they're at the Tech 43.
Well, Western Kentucky had 2 first downs until the last 2 snaps. Now has 4 for the day. Direct snap. Taylor takes off running and gets belted at the 40. Got about 2 yards. Pernell Sturdivant.
Taylor in there to help out as well.
Boy, Dave Elson is really upset at the field judge. He thought there was some post-tackle pushing on the Hokie side that was not called on that play.
He's been upset most of this day.
He's wearing a red baseball cap and a black sweatshirt, and he is fuming. Fuming on their sidelines. He's still in the ear of the official, 15 yards downfield. Second down and 7. Dexter Taylor Quarterback slash running back takes the snap, takes off running, gets about 3 and gets held up, and the Hokies gang up on him and push him down. He got to the 36-yard line, trying to run around Sturdivant again, and Purnell knocked him down.
The old Peace Stomp, he's up for that one. He's ready for him. He just gets low and drives up through, picks him up, tries to slam him down. Some other orange shirts get there.
27-3, Virginia Tech leading with 3 minutes to go in the third over Western Kentucky University. Homecoming 2008. Hilltoppers have foregone a traditional offense here today and have gone without a quarterback again on this drive. Just running backs and 3 receivers. 1 for 8 on third down, direct snap. Quarterback takes it, turns, hands the football off. There goes Rainey, left side 20, down to the 15, and he gets belted out of bounds inside the 10 by Porch.
Porch has to save the touchdown on a 31-yard run. Nice job there, excellent execution. Rainey's very quick, as we talked about, and it's been a very productive drive without a quarterback, really, for the Hilltoppers.
Yes. Do you think when the Western Kentucky people, Mike, looked at the Georgia Tech tape, saw this would be their best way to move the ball on the Hokies?
Well, it could be, or it could be that their backup quarterback, Black, was missing in action, and maybe they don't have a whole lot of other options at quarterback.
First and goal on the 5, direct snap again. Quarterback this time turns and hands the football off, and the running back gets belted. That's Hayden, his first carry of the game. Orion Martin with the stop.
So it could be part of that, Bill. Could it be Black not here? See an injured Hokie down on the field. It might be Sturdivant.
Virginia Tech Sports Today can be seen on stations throughout the region. We'll check the injury here during the next 30 or 40 seconds. It is Purnell Sturdivant. And again, tailback Dexter Taylor is in the shotgun formation. Taylor calling for the snap, takes it. He's racing to his right. He's going to try to run it in and gets belted at the 7. Dives down to the 5. Jason Worlds helped finish him off after Cam Martin held him up. Third and goal on the 5.
Brett Warren got some penetration in the backfield and made him get a little bit delayed there in the play. And Sturdivant we see back on the field now, Bill, so it's great to see Purnell back. Cam Martin with a nice tackle.
27-3 Hokies leading, 1 minute, 15 seconds to go in the third. Lane Stadium roars now. Dexter Taylor back in the gun, one of 3 running backs in the backfield.
We may see if he has an arm here.
Takes the snap. Taylor rolling to his right, stops at the 10, going to try to run it in and gets absolutely hammered by Sturdivant. This will be a 24-yarder from the right hash mark for the Western Kentucky kicker. Good snap and hold. Here's the kick. It is up through the uprights and good. Nifty little drive by the visitors out of Bowling Green, Kentucky. 27-6 the score late in the third.
37, Tanner Seward will kick off for Western.
Bill, we'll recap it after the kickoff.
Onside kick. Ball rolling free near the 45-yard line. Their kickoff man ran up and just squibbed it, and the Hilltoppers cover it. So Western Kentucky gets the ball back. I thought maybe somebody tipped it early, but there was no flag thrown, Mike. That was Saunders that covered it. Onside kick is recovered by Western Kentucky.
Yeah, since they got a little bit of momentum, Bill. The Hokies didn't go for it on that 4th down. They punted it, didn't get a good punt. And Western Kentucky takes it right down the field on a nice 9-play drive, 63 yards, and then they kick the onside kick.
Well, they're going to stick with the same formation. Dexter Taylor, tailback, will take the direct snap for Western Kentucky. The score is 27-6 with 28 ticks left in the third. Line of scrimmage, the Hilltopper 47. Handoff goes inside. Ball carrier gets eaten up by Thompson of Virginia Tech. No gain on the play.
And Taco just sheds his blocker and gets on top of the play. I think they got a little handle on what Western Kentucky's going to do from here on out.
You think so?
Nah, I believe they do.
Again, the Western Kentucky team made a swap at quarterback this week, deciding to go with Wolke over KJ Black, who was AWOL from practice. And for much of this game today, they've gone without a quarterback and just 3 running backs in the backfield and direct snapping it. Facing a 2nd and 11 on its own 46 in front of another sellout. And they hand the ball off to Rainey, and he runs across the 50 Head to the 47-yard line, whirled to the tackle. They're running a spread offense and a direct snap to one of their various quarterbacks slash running backs. That was Taylor that took the snap that time.
Bill will recap the stats after 3 quarters after this play coming up.
3rd down and 2. From the 45 of Virginia Tech, 4 receivers. Dexter Taylor takes the shotgun snap, runs straight ahead, and Orion Martin is there to wrap him up and throw him down. The ball pops free, but they're claiming he was down. Oh boy, Orion and company really on the fly there.
They got him wrapped up pretty quickly, Bill. First downs you look at through 3 quarters. Western Kentucky had 5. The Hokies had 17. Rushing yards, 109 for the Hilltoppers, 137 for the Hokies. Passing yards, 78 for the Hilltoppers, 130 for the Hokies. 187 total yards. Western Kentucky, 267 for the Hokies. Both teams with 1 turnover.
4th down, Western Kentucky goes for it. Out of the shotgun, there's the snap. Quarterback just takes off and runs. Gets 5, 10, 15, 17, and gets knocked down.
Boy, what a great fake. I mean,
He faked the handoff and just took off running.
He did. I mean, it's like a sea opened up there, and a sea parted, and he had all day to get into that secondary coverage. Nobody was there. Bud Foster's got to be just going absolutely nuts right now.
I think worse than nuts. That's not the word. He calls timeout. That will not be a G-rated conversation on the field there. There's some guys thinking about homecoming night parties. That's just poor defensive play out there, Michael. We'll step aside. 27-6 is the score. Ball is on the 27-yard line. Western Kentucky, after getting that onside kick, 1st down, direct snap to the Taylor, the quarterback, runs to the 20, to the 15, down to the 10, down to the 5.
You know, I mean, Taylor's really quick. He's doing a great job of faking. I mean, he's riding that thing into the belly. There's a decoy, and Brett Warren on that particular play got blocked. And boy, I mean, there's just an absolute scene. Does a great job faking. Brett Warren looks to be in position, and he takes a bad angle and gets blocked by Wes Jeffries. And quickly, Taylor's into the secondary.
He's run for 92 yards, has not attempted a pass. It'll be 1st and goal on the 4. Taylor and Rainey in the backfield. 1st and goal for Western Kentucky. There's the snap. Right to him again. And he fakes the handoff, runs to the 5, and gets belted back. Again, it was Brett Warren making the play defensively. 13 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. 27-6 is the score. Western Kentucky, though.
Guys staying home a little bit better now. Brett Warren comes up and makes the tackle. I don't think he's going to throw the ball.
As not yet. 2nd down and goal on the 4.
Got Johnson in there beside him now.
Yes, he does. Off to the left shoulder. Snap right to him again. Taylor takes off running and gets to the 3 and gets belted there. It'll be 3rd and goal.
Now they got Wolke back in the game at quarterback, thinking pass, pass, pass here.
3rd and goal on the 3 early in the 4th quarter. Hokies leading 27-6. From the left hash mark on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun. Wolke takes the snap, rolling to his right, throwing it back to the left. Ball is caught for the touchdown in the left side of the end zone. Great play call. He rolled far to the right and back to Tristan Jones, the tight end, for the touchdown.
And Cam Martin just could not get there quick enough. That ball looked like it was hanging up like a dying quail, Billy. And Tristan Jones at 6'3", 260, a big target. And that is a tough throw by Wolke, going back, back, back. The pressure is on. He just kind of throws it off his back foot. The ball hangs up, but Cam Martin couldn't get there in time.
Here's the extra point attempt, and it is good. 27-13 the score. Kickoff back to Virginia Tech is Squibb, but it rolls free, and the Hokies Oglesby runs it back to the 35-yard line.
There's Cheeseman, I believe.
Cheeseman, Jerry Cheeseman, 27. All right, it's now 27-13. Still a lot of football left. 11:49 to play in the game, or at least in regulation time.
Sean Glennon will trot out and be the quarterback, and we'll recap the touchdown drive by the Hilltoppers after this play.
First down and 10. Ball on the 45-yard line. First play. Glennon flips it over to Roberts. Has it. He runs to the 40. Ahead of the 41-yard line.
All right, Bill, that was an 8-play drive. 53 yards, 3 minutes, 32 seconds. 7 runs, 50 yards. 1-for-1 passing for 3 yards. And that was Wilkie to Jones for the 3-yard touchdown pass. Score 27-13 now. In the fourth quarter, 11 minutes, 25 seconds left.
We checked on the sidelines. Mike Taylor is not hurt. So clearly, Leonard is in this instance from a mop-up duty situation, but there's a lot of football left to be played. Second down, the handoff on this play goes to Darren Evans, runs to the left and has the first down and gets to the 50, ahead of the 49 of Western Kentucky and knocked out of bounds. Do you think, Mike, that when you pull your starting quarterback and you put your backup in for mop-up time and whatnot, the message is sent to both teams, we think the game's over?
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, I don't think there's going to be any quit on the Hilltopper sideline, but Tyrod, I think you take him out as a precaution. Now, if this series, something happens that they turn it over, then you'll see Tyrod back. Or if Western Kentucky happens to get the ball back and score, you'll see him back.
Glennon, a first down throw, flushed out of the pocket, spins away from one man, then gets sacked. Back on the 43-yard line by Souders. Big sack of Glennon.
I mean, the whole game, the whole momentum shifted when Coach Beamer decided not to go for it on fourth down and tried to pin him back with a punt. The punt didn't go very well, went into the end zone, and the Hilltoppers took the ball right down the field.
And scored, and then recovered the onside kick and scored again.
Glennon will do one thing. He'll work the clock, that's for sure.
Second and 17 after the sack on the 44-yard line. After Kenny Lewis was injured, maybe they were just concerned about getting Tyrod hurt. Glennon takes the snap, throws on the run. It's caught by Cole near midfield. He falls out of bounds just across the 50. It'll be third down and 10 with 9:51 to go. 27-13 is the score.
I think it certainly gets your attention when you see a guy like Kenny Lewis get hurt. And then you think Tyrod is reckless and as he runs and as tough as he gets hit. But the last thing you want to do is lose your quarterback with the 6 most important games of the season coming up.
It's going to be a third down and 10 for the Hokies just across the 50. Driving from right to left. Sean Glennon is in the gun. Here comes the blitz. He drops the throw, steps up, hit, and down. Another sack.
There's nobody open downfield. Excellent coverage.
That was Dark that made the play. So the Hokies will have to punt it away. And Bowden comes back in. Tech led 20-3 at the half, extended it to 27-3 early in the third on their first possession. But since then, Western Kentucky has scored twice, and the Hokies will be kicking it back to them with 8:49 to play. Here's the snap, and the kick is away. Rainey comes up, fields this short punt, muffs it. Loose ball, dives on it on the 22. Western Kentucky will have it. Clearly, everybody has a different vibe today as opposed to a conference game or last week's game against Nebraska. And when it was 27-3, you're probably thinking, we got it, right, Mike?
Absolutely.
8:34 to go in the fourth. Hokies leading Western Kentucky 27-13. Our game sponsor today is Appalachian Power, serving more than 1 million customers in Virginia, West Virginia, and Tennessee. Appalachian Power, always here working for you. Western Kentucky gets the ball back. Direct snap to Taylor. Runs across the 23 to the 25, ahead of the 27. Around the right end that time. Wrestled down by Worlds.
I mean, it's pretty much the same system that Georgia Tech was running. You got to kind of go back in your playbook, get those guys on the same page. That time, Jason Worlds, nice job, reads the play very well. He actually tackles the ball carrier or the fake guy first, and comes back and makes the tackle on Taylor. So a good job by Jason Worlds.
8 minutes to go, turning clock. Western Kentucky with the football on its 27-yard line. Second down, a shotgun snap. Handed off to Rainey, running to the right. This time gets wrestled down after a pickup of 2. And it will be 3rd down.
Wolke was back in there, quarterback that particular play, handed it off to Rainey around the right side.
Purnell made the play.
A little bit of a gain. 3rd down and 4 to 5 here. Likely passing situation.
Plus they're down by 2 scores with just half of the 4th quarter remaining. 3rd and 4 from the 29-yard line. Wolke is in the shotgun now. Rainey the lone back. Hokies show blitz and now shift out of it on 3rd down. Rollout pass for Wolke. Runs into Grimm, and there is Cody Grimm to bring him down on a big 3rd down play.
What a play, because Bobby Rainey was out there trying to block Cody Grimm. He comes flying up from his position, just kind of runs through Rainey and gets to the legs of the quarterback, Wolke. What a great play from Cody Grimm. Man, oh man, that's just terrific effort.
And now a punt for the visitors. Jeremy Moore will be kicking it to Macho Harris. 6:40 to go in the game. 27-13. Virginia Tech leading Western Kentucky University. 4th and 12 here from the 22. Here's the boot. Fair catch called for by Harris, and he takes it on the 40-yard line. First down, Sean Glennon drops the throw. Flushed out of the pocket, rolling and sacked back on the 37-yard line. As the Western Kentucky defense gets its 3rd sack of Glennon, that's Anderson with the sack.
Kyle Anderson at 6'4", 275. Protection breaks down. Glennon thought he had some daylight, but Kyle Anderson comes up with the sack. You know, you talk about that Boston College game, Billy, and God, I can't remember the last time we played them on a Saturday.
I know.
Other than the ACC championship game, but I mean during the regular season.
2nd down and long, back on the 38-yard line. Here's a snap to Glennon, and a counter play. The handoff to Evans, runs to the 40, gets back to the 41-yard line. It'll be 3rd down at about 9 as Smith came up to hit him and bring him down.
Devin Perez had a hard time getting a block there, and that play didn't have a whole lot of success with Evans coming back on that counter.
27-13. Tech leading Western Kentucky. Now a 3rd down. They'll call it 8 with 5:21 to go. Glennon has completed all 3 of his passes, but has been sacked 3 times. As the Hokie QB tries to keep that clock moving in the final 5 or so minutes. They blitz him this time. Glennon sacked again. That's 4 sacks of Sean Glennon.
That was Boyd, I believe, that got him that time. And the only good thing is the clock continues to run.
That's finding a silver lining.
That's been not real pretty since that punt. Protection breakdown. Evans didn't do a very good job of blocking, and Glennon gets sacked from the backside. Fortunately, he hangs on to the football. So another 3 and out.
4 minutes and 30 seconds to go. And a punt coming back to Western Kentucky. They're going to go for the block punt here. You know that. Bowden takes the snap and gets this kick away. Very high kick. Rainey calls for the fair catch. Fields it on the 19-yard line. And the Hilltoppers will start there 1st and 10 with 4:16 to go in the game. You'd have to do some serious spinning to call this an improvement, wouldn't you?
Probably so.
Wolke takes the shotgun snap on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Heaves it down the field, up for grabs, and it's incomplete. Guess who caught it? The head coach.
Head ball coach got that one.
Western Kentucky. Dave Elson hauled it in.
Showing some hands.
But I think in a way it's just simply natural, Mike. You know that. To have a letdown.
Oh, I agree. I mean, this is one of those games that you talk about. It's like scares you to death.
But 27-3 with 11 minutes or 10.5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter is too much time to
call the dogs off, so to speak.
Yeah. And I guess the Lewis injury played a part of the thinking down there. We'll talk with Coach Beamer about it after the game. Not over. 4:10 to go. Western Kentucky with the football on its 19-yard line. Out of the gun. Wolke drops the throw. A slant. Caught. Receiver breaking free across the 30, and he's upended at the 32 by Grimm. On a slant, Graves hauled it in. Hilltoppers looking up at that clock. They have 2 timeouts left, and they'll go without the huddle.
That's a good throw and catch. Graves coming out there. Brett Warren had coverage but couldn't get to him. Tough angle and probably a little bit out of gas, and Graves has got some speed.
1st and 10 on the 33-yard line. Here's the snap. Quarterback keeps, and a flag is thrown, and Wolke gets knocked down. There might have been some motion up front. Tackle was made that time by Nikos Brown coming in off the defensive end spot.
Well, Nikos might have been offsides.
Like he was.
Looks like he jumped to try to get back and couldn't, and then makes the tackle.
Offsides, number 47 of the defense. 5 yards from the line of scrimmage. Replay, first down.
3:42 to play. Clock is turning now. You have to remember that. Western Kentucky scampers to the line of scrimmage here. 1st and 5 on their own 38-yard line. The quarterback, David Wolke, is in the shotgun. Motion up front again, no flags. Wolke to throw, heaves it away, incomplete on the right flat. He was getting mauled over there. Was there anyone in the vicinity? Hokies want a flag.
There's nobody around. And there was a big lineman over there. I don't understand that one now. There's nobody there.
So it will be 2nd down and 5. I'm not sure who he was throwing it to.
He wasn't throwing to anybody. He was getting rid of it so he wouldn't get sacked. That should have been a penalty. He wasn't out of the tackle box.
2nd and 5 for Western Kentucky. From their own 38-yard line, Wolke drops the throw, fires it over the middle, but at the feet of his receiver, Graves, incomplete. Tell you what, Mike, all of a sudden that 4th down touchdown that the Hokies got from Evans early in the 3rd quarter, looking mighty big.
It was very big. And you think about it here, I mean, somehow if Western Kentucky can mount and get a score here, try another onside kick, they're just a touchdown down. So some uneasiness on the side as a lot of fans have hit the exits already.
3rd down and 5 for the visiting Hilltoppers from their own 38-yard line. They're down 27-13. The quarterback is in the gun, takes the snap. Wolke fires it to the left, and it's short-hopped by the receiver. Incomplete pass, 4th down.
I think Orion Martin got his hands up there, Bill, maybe kind of impeded the vision there to see between quarterback and receiver. He was up in that passing lane pretty good. 4th down, clearly they'll go for it here.
With 3:12 to play. They're going to send in Jared Johnson. He's a fullback. And Wolke stays in the game at quarterback. Well, the Hokies stop him here. This will be the last play. 4th and 5 for Western Kentucky, down 27-13. Quarterback is in the gun. Here's an all-out blitz. Wolke heaves it deep, and it's over the head of his receiver. Incomplete pass. Virginia Tech will take over with 3:07 to play.
Dorian Porch had coverage on there, but again, Wolke had to unload that ball faster than he wanted. He had his receiver there. With a better throw, he can reach up and grab that thing. But the heat was on. He had to unload that a little bit quicker probably than he wanted. Just out of reach.
Almost caught it. In fact, Graves probably thinks he should have held on. You know that. So now Virginia Tech takes over on the 38-yard line, leading 27-13 with 3:07 to play. Glennon remains in the game at the quarterback spot for Virginia Tech. Evans has 2 touchdowns. The lone back takes the handoff on 1st down, runs across the 35, ahead of the 34-yard line. Western Kentucky quickly calls time with 2:59 to play. Bill Roth, Mike Burnop with you, Lane Stadium in Blacksburg. Western Kentucky called its 2nd of 3 timeouts. Trying to extend this game. The Hokies have a 2nd down, however, on the Hilltopper 33-yard line. Sean Glennon in at quarterback, takes the snap on 2nd down and hands it off to Darren Evans. He runs to his left.
Clock continues to run at 2:30 and counting. He'll save his timeout probably for this play, and Glennon's a master. He'll use all this clock he can before he snaps it.
2:18, 2:17. Hokies get to the line of scrimmage, which is the 31-yard line. Here to racing hard to the right side, gets to the 30, dives for the 1st down to the Western Kentucky 26-yard line.
Nice play. You know, you pull the whole house out there. You got Perez out there, you got Render leading the play, and Evans just kind of gets what he can, goes north and south, turns it around the corner there, and now he's going to take a timeout. That's
Interesting.
Yeah, it is. After a first down.
Well, be sure to join us for the Hokie Hotline presented by Advance Auto Parts Monday night, featuring Coach Beamer. That'll be from 7 until 9. Join us in person at Awful Arthur's in Kent Square in downtown Blacksburg. You can hear the show on your home computer through Hokie's All Access. The Advance Auto Parts Hokie Hotline Monday night from 7 until 9 p.m. And again, 2 weeks from today, Hokies at Boston College. That broadcast will be presented by the Virginia Lottery. We'll have the game time maybe as early as this Monday. If not, it'll be announced the following Monday. I think Western Kentucky's going to leave here, Mike, feeling somewhat similar to the way Furman felt. They won the second half.
That they did.
It was 20-3 at halftime, you'll recall. Well, of course, the second half isn't over yet. Hokies could still score here, right? Ball is on the 26-yard line following that timeout. Sean Glennon remaining in the game at quarterback. First down, the handoff goes to Evans, and he has a hole, and he runs up the middle inside the 21-yard line. And they gang up on him there, and Ballard and company push him back. Evans up to about 74 yards, making 77 yards on the day. 1:48 to go. Hokies lead by 2 touchdowns.
That was close. Schumann just absolutely just pushed Smith, the linebacker, to the ground. And the umpire was standing right there, didn't call it. That was close. The old Shoe, a little upset there, probably upset with himself and the line and the team. Probably got away with a personal foul there.
Hokies go the I formation here. Perez is the fullback. Evans at tail, 1:20 to go. Another running play up the middle. Evans dives across the 20 to the 18-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 4. He was tripped up again by Bullard. 1:05 to go in the fourth quarter.
Ben Souders got good penetration in there and in the backfield before they were able to make the tackle. And you see now that Boykin comes out, get a couple tight ends in. Clock ticks away, 50 seconds and counting.
Need to run one more play here. Even if you don't get the first down here, Mike, you don't have to snap it again. With 38 seconds to go, Glennon needs to take a knee here, and that's what he does. And that will do it. It's the 30th consecutive non-conference home victory for Frank Beamer and his Virginia Tech Hokies. Tech jumps out to the big lead and then lets its defense hang on at the end. Hokies 27, Western Kentucky 13. That is our final score.